All right, I'm excited. Are you guys excited? This is the best part of this three-part series. This is advanced techniques. So we're going to cover two main techniques. Number one is heel-toe downshifting, and number two is double clutching, and then we're going to combine the two. That's the hardest technique in driving stickers when you do both at the same time. But fear not, it's not that bad. So what is heel-toe? Heel-toe is essentially downshift rev matching while pressing the brakes. It's really just that simple. So as we would downshift before and jab the throttle, blip it real briefly, we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to use the ball of our foot on the brake and then lightly jab the throttle with our heel, or more so like the posterior lateral aspect of the foot, the back side part of the foot. So let me show you what that looks like. Let's do that again. I'm in fifth. I'm going to heel toe down into fourth, and again into third. Now there are other people that suggest rolling your foot. So rather than turning your foot and then jabbing it with the heel, they'll say instead you should just have half of your foot on the brake pedal and then roll over onto the gas like this. I don't like doing that. It feels less secure to me. It feels like your foot can easily slide off the brake pedal, and then you're in a very bad, unsafe situation. So what I actually recommend is having your foot firmly planted on the brake and then turning it so that you jab with the heel or close to your heel. Now, some other considerations with heel toe. Number one is you will actually find it easier to heel toe when you are at a racetrack, or rather when you're pushing really hard on the brakes. So the harder you press it on the brakes, the further down your foot goes, and the less hard it is to jab the throttle with your heel. Because if you aren't pushing that hard on the brakes, your foot is higher up, and you need more, we call this ankle dorsiflexion when you point your toes up. You need some more flexibility and mobility in your ankle to actually reach it properly. So it becomes more difficult, more challenging as a result. So let me just show you a few more examples here. I'm in fifth, going to fourth, going to third. Now the other thing to keep in mind is the shoe type. I am using these shoes because they're light colored, but I don't like them. They have too much padding, especially at the heel. So it makes it more difficult to get the right feeling with the pedals. I prefer minimalist shoes like Converse or something similar, where in my experience, it's a lot easier to land smooth, perfect shifts each time. With clunky, chunky shoes like this, it's a bit harder. All right, so we're in fifth. Heel toe down into fourth. And again into third. And then into second. Now this technique is obviously not required on day-to-day, just the regular roads, the regular streets, but it is very useful on a racetrack when you want to downshift for an upcoming corner and remain in the power band. But you can use it even when you're driving around town. Like if I was getting ready for an on-ramp, I could downshift, heel-toe downshift into the right gear, and then take that turn faster. Or maybe I shouldn't say faster, but at least in the right gear. Now the next technique is called double clutching. And this is only for downshifting. I don't really understand the thought process as to why people would want to do this when upshifting. It doesn't make sense. Double clutching, all it is you shift. Let's say I was in fourth. I would shift into neutral, then clutch out, blip the throttle, and then clutch in again down into third. So you're just adding one extra step of clutching out in neutral rather than just going straight down in one motion. So it's not necessary on modern cars. Modern cars have synchros, and that essentially addresses the issue of matching up the speeds of various components of the engine and transmission and drive shaft, whereas older vehicles, as well as I believe semi-trucks, they do not have synchros. So it's not required, but it's one of those skills that's good to know. So let me show you here going down to third. Oops. I did not do that properly. Let me try showing that again. So that was a double shift, or double clutch downshift into third. And I'll do a few more examples. Fifth. I'm going to double clutch down into fourth. And that wasn't that smooth. Let's try it again. Double clutch down into third. Double clutch down into second. That wasn't smooth either. But you get the idea here. So essentially what you're doing is just clutching out in neutral before you clutch in again quickly. And similar to the normal rev-match downshifts, you need to do this quickly, otherwise it loses its benefit. It's not gonna, you defeat the purpose, right? So it has to be fast. So fifth, down to fourth, down to third. Let's try it from sixth, down to fifth. Ooh, so when you hit it right just like that, it just slides in, buttery smooth. That's how it's supposed to feel. I'm not hitting all of them on point as I should be in an instructional video. But anyways, down to fourth, down to third, and so on. Now, once you get comfortable with both of these techniques in isolation, the final step is to combine them. So if we know that double clutching is simply clutching out in neutral, and we know heel toe is simply downshift rev matching while pressing the brakes, then it's pretty easy to just combine the two, right? So let me get up to speed here. I'm in fifth. That was a heel toe double clutch down into fourth. And that was it down into third. Let's show a few more examples. And be patient with this. It's not something that you're gonna master in just a couple days. It's gonna take you, like I've been working on this on and off for several years, and as you can see, I'm still not nailing every shift, right? A lot of them could be smoother. Also, keep in mind that if you have minimalist shoes, it's gonna be easier for you to nail it. If you have bulky shoes, bulky boots, shoes that have a lot of padding, it will be harder. So I'm getting up to speed here in fifth, and we're gonna heel toe double clutch down into fourth, and that was down into third as well. Let's get back up to speed. Okay, so we're in fifth. Those are 3 heel toe double clutches from fifth to fourth to third to second. So I hope that helps, guys. This final technique of combining the two, again, is it necessary? No, it's more if you just enjoy the art and craft of driving stick shift and you want to improve your skills. So if you have any questions, concerns, comments, you don't know where to leave them, much love, and I'll see you guys in the next one.